Welcome into the show, you hooligans. I'm Devin, that's Zane, and this is Buffet Sports. Our lives have been in shambles, but we're back. We're making big changes. They're on the way. We're going to talk about them progressively over the next couple of weeks, but none of that it
And
matters.
that's what we are. We're progressive.
No, we're not. Anyways, if you want to be a part of the show, go ahead and comment down below the best comments from the week. We talk about them every single week. We're going to talk about ours at the end of the show. While you're down there, there's a little button. It's a like button. Fucking smash it. Next to that, there's a subscribe button, and next to that, there's a noti bell. Click both of those so that you know when we post videos, and also so that we can get our subscriber number to the next 1,000 Buffet boys. Again,
And that's
I'm
going to make
Devin,
us
that's
come.
Zane, and this is Buffet Sports. It's all you can eat. Let's get into week 4 of the frickin' NFL, baby.
Yeah, okay, good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. Dropping heat like every season. Underdog like Willie Beeman. Classic like Dom singing. Blasting like bombs.
So that leads us into week 4. That's a good segue into week 4 for the opening game here. A little theme I've noticed. I won last week 7 of 16 games.
How'd you
won.
win last week? I thought I won.
Week 3, I won 7 of 16 games, went 3 for 4 in prime time. You were 6 for 16, 2
Bro,
for 4 in
I
prime time.
called so many upsets, though.
I know.
Oh.
But there was a couple games that we just both whiffed on.
Yeah.
But the theme here I've noticed is we were kind of doing it in reverse. We were really good at the beginning of the year last year, and then we hit week 5 to like 7 where we had this downturn and we were not predicting games well. It's flipped this year. We're doing it at the beginning of the year now. Anyways,
Let's hope.
let's get to week 4, and let's open with Cowboys Giants.
Yeah, Cowboys, Giants.
I said this in the last when we were just talking about them. Giants have started to figure it out. Daniel Jones is kind of calming down. The O-line's kind of figuring itself out. Now, granted, Malik Neighbors looks like a number 1, but they still don't have a run game. Daniel Jones has the tendency to be skittish in the pocket. Micah's going to be coming hungry. Lawrence is going to be coming hungry. I'm picking boys in this game. Bounce back spot. I don't think the Giants have enough to get it done, but I honest to God think this is a 3-point game.
I think it's close.
I think it's closer than we think it is. But I'm going to go boys anyways. What's your take?
I think the boys are in shambles, but not enough to where the Giants beat them.
Okay.
That's my prediction. I know Giants have a great D-line. I'm concerned about their O-line. Concerned about their O-line going against Dallas's D-line. I think it's going to be a massacre there. I think Danny Dimes is going to get sacked a lot of times. I don't know if he has the ability to keep calm in there and be able to get it out to Malik because, I mean, Malik's great down the field, but we'll see how they do when it comes to short, quick passes, which I predict is going to be the game plan going into week 4.
I think they're going to use Danny Dimes' legs. I would love to pick the upset here, but the Cowboys are just that much better, and it's a bounce back game.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's head to Sunday Night Football. Before I forget, this is Conviction Predictions, folks, where Zane and I predict every week of football. 16 games to start the year off until we hit bye weeks. We just predicted the Thursday night game. We're heading into Sunday Night Football. Bills versus Ravens. I have said this so many times. Josh Allen, right now, currently, this is Bills at Ravens. Right now, currently, Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the NFL. It's not close.
100%.
He is the front runner MVP candidate. Sorry, Sam Darnold, to rain on your parade. I'm going to throw for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns in the first half. The Jags are obviously fraudulent, but that's what you're supposed to do. This is the difference. When you get bad teams, you handle the bad teams. When you get good teams, it's a close game, but you handle the good teams. This is the sign of a good game or a good team. We talked about this last week. All of a sudden, Stephon Diggs is out. The drama's done. Shakir blossoms. Keon Coleman had a good game. Your running back gets better. All of a sudden, your offensive line gets better. Your defense takes on even more responsibility because it's no longer just Josh Allen, his mistakes are way down. That's his
Yes.
that's the big tick that we've always talked about with Josh Allen. Mistakes, mistakes, mistakes. Not anymore. We're
'Cause he
seeing a
doesn't have
different side.
He doesn't have to
He doesn't
focus on another thing. He just has to focus on
right.
playing ball. He doesn't have to focus on a dude getting so many catches per game.
That being said, Josh Allen, I think, is the best quarterback in the league. I think he's the second best quarterback in the NFL. Like currently, he's number one. There's only one perfect quarterback, Patrick Mahomes.
Jacoby
This is
Brissett.
this is potentially a AFC Championship team.
Uh-huh.
I'm going Bills 4-0 in week 4. I'm riding with it. Go Bills. That's my pick. I know you have this. I know you have to go Ravens, but let's be rational about it. What do you think?
I gotta. But you know I gotta. You
You're
know
going
I gotta.
Ravens?
You know I have to
You're
after
going
that
Ravens?
bounce back versus the Cowboys defense. They looked absolutely insane. And you know what? So does Derrick Henry and so does Lamar Jackson. Zay Flowers still question. Bateman still question. Their wide receivers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, they were all questions last week, but they still won, putting it on the back of Derrick Henry. And I think if they have to now, they figured it out and they know that if they have to put it on the back of Derrick Henry can do that. And I think they are going to do that if they need to. So I'm going Ravens.
Okay. So you're going Ravens. Let's head to Monday night. I'm not the biggest fan of this doubleheader Monday night thing because you can't focus on both games at the same time. Luckily, last week one was just a bloodbath, blowout, murder, and the other one was actually a good game. So we'll see what happens in this Monday night. I think it's going to be honestly a little bit more interesting than we think. Let's start with the least of the two interesting ones and then move to the more interesting one. Monday night, Titans, Fins. I'm going Titans. Just because Will is he's going to throw 2 picks, of course, but the Dolphins won't move the ball more than 100 yards. So just off of that, even with Will's mistakes, he's still throwing 2 touchdowns and 200 plus yards.
Yeah.
So, and they've got Tony Pollard, whatever. I'm going to go Titans here, but this is like a 14-3 first half. No. It's like a 14-6. It's like a 13-6 first half. And then it turns into the Bills game. And the Titans just roll the Fins.
Yeah. Last year, Will Levis put his body on the line. All right. The Dolphins were fully healthy. And it was still a competitive game, I want to say, until the fourth quarter. So maybe the Titans have their number. I don't know. But what I do know is that I believe in my boy. That's what I know.
You're going Titans too?
Yeah, I believe in Will Levis. I think that unless they run the ball heavily, and Devon Achane, and I'm pretty sure Moser got a little bit dinged up last week. So
Raheem is so old; he's dinged up at the first hit of the game.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I'm going Titans here. I think they break that streak of 0-3. This is their first win against the Dolphins, and there was also a clip here of after that frog moment that Will Levis had. After the frog moment where he sprawled out, tried to throw a pass, coach got into him. Coach was yelling at him. And
Callahan went in.
Yeah, he went in on him. And Will Levis was taking it right. Pause. He was taking it good. Pause. He was taking it how you're supposed to take it. Pause. All I'm saying is that he was taking constructive criticism well. And I think he is going to try and stop being that superhero that we love him for. I think this game, he is going to try and just be a regular QB, and he's going to try and rein back all the superhero plays that he made last season, that he's trying, because that's what he's been trying to do. He's been trying to be a superhero for the last 3 weeks.
I completely disagree, but I think the Dolphins are just that bad right now.
I don't. I believe in the Titans. That's why I'm going with the Titans, because I believe in them.
Okay, let's head to the more interesting game on Monday night. Seahawks Lions. We were talking about them. Are the Seahawks frauds? What are the Lions? Well, this is what we know about the Lions, and this is why I'm taking them. They have the best offensive line in the entire NFL, and they've got the best backfield in the NFL. I talked about it last year. We're here this year. It's the perfect balance. Monty, I'm going to run it down your throat. This is like how we had Isaiah Pacheco run through a mother face, A-gap blast. That's Monty this year because Isaiah broke all the marbles fell out of his head. He's out.
Yeah, he's got to go pick him up.
Right. Monty and Jahmyr Gibbs is the perfect backfield. They've got the best offensive line in the league. They've figured out their identity that they are the best. They just run the damn ball. And in this case, unfortunately for the Seahawks, their questionable situational choices will not come into play because I think it's interesting. Gino makes it sort of interesting towards the end of the game, but it's empty, and the Lions win this game by a touchdown. So I'm going Lions in this one because I think the Seahawks are frauds. Where do you stand?
I think Seahawks are mid-tier. I think Lions are A-tier, and I feel like this game is really going to show the difference between the two teams because right now the Seahawks are 3-0, but I don't feel like they're a 3-0 team. No. I think they're a 2-1, a 1-2 team. That's what I think they are, and I feel like going up against this star-studded team, basically the 49ers 2.0, just with younger guys, I feel like they are going to.
The Sam Laporta injury is sort of concerning, but I don't think it matters in this game.
Yeah, I think he's playing this week too. That's the other thing. So I'm pretty sure he's playing this week. Even if Sam Laporta's out, they still have so many flipping guys over there. I mean, one thing to be concerned about, Dan Campbell.
But I don't think the situational choices. I don't think the situational choices come into play here.
You think it's just that one-sided?
Yeah, I think it's that one-sided. Because the first half, the first half is gonna be like 21-3, 21-7, just because the Seahawks will get one touchdown on their opening drive. But otherwise, man, like they're just gonna run the hell out of the ball. They're gonna run the piss out of it. And so there's not gonna be any time for the Seahawks to make anything happen.
Well, I'm going Lions no matter what. So I'm going Lions with that one.
All right. There is our 4 spotlight games. We're going to start rapid firing. We're going to actually rapid fire this week. Okay.
Well, what about a dumpster bowl? Do we have one?
Dumpster bowl.
I can't. Okay. Bengals, Panthers.
That's where we're starting. I don't think it's a dumpster bowl. I think it's a little bit of an interesting game. We're not going to talk about it too long. I'm going Bengals bounce back game. Simple as that. I gave Andy Dalton his flowers, but I think it's over this week. Joe Burrow's pissed. Jamar Chase had a really good game. We were right about the bounce back game, the triple digits. It just didn't happen to, fall their way. So I'm going Bengals in this game.
Yeah, I'm going Bengals too. I don't think the Panthers defense has what it takes to be able to stop them. I don't know if T. Higgins was back for this game. He was. So as soon as T. Higgins gets back, I think that they're going to fall into form. So I'm going Bengals as well.
Okay, Saints Falcons. Are the Falcons are they frauds? Are the Saints frauds? I think of the two, the Falcons have more tendency to be fraudulent. I'm going Saints.
I'm going Falcons. I love that. I loved how much they fought once they started to figure it out. I've seen a lot of clips about them running more out of the play action, being able to use Bijan there, and then being able to get Kirko out on those rollouts to where the defense can't really know if they're running or passing. And I think it's been working for them. So I'm going to go Falcons.
Okay, Jags, Texans. This doesn't need to be talked about more than that. I'm going Texans.
I'm going Texans.
Okay, Broncos, Jets, bounce back game for the Broncos against the Bucks. The Bucks were really I think they were just focused on the Broncos record being 0-2, and they got surprise sneak attack. Bo had a really good game, but we're playing the Jets here, and the defense is very respectable, and Aaron Rodgers has finally come back to life. I'm going Jets in this game.
I'm going Jets. There's no shot in my mind that Broncos are winning.
Vikings Packers. If the Packers pull this game off, it's oh my gosh, we got to Malik Willis MVP.
Rivalry
but
right there.
I'm going Vikings. Sam Darnold is a starting quarterback in this league. They've got Justin Jefferson. I'm going Vikings. Where do you land?
I'm going Vikings as well. Aaron Jones looked absolutely insane.
Steelers Colts. This one's a toss-up for me because it's going to be a really low-scoring game. Anthony Richardson, potential bounce-back game. Maybe he gets benched and we see Joe Magic. I land on the side of the Steelers, though, with their defense. They continue 4-0.
You're right, except for, I'm going Colts. I'll go with them. I'll go with the Colts here. Anthony Richardson seems like a guy who can handle TJ Watt.
Rams, Bears. I'm going Rams for the simple fact that they are depleted, but it's Matthew Stafford and the Bears are the Bears right now. Caleb still got to figure it out.
I'm going to go Bears.
Okay. Eagles, Bucks. Bucks got trounced last week. Eagles had a bounce back game against the Saints. The defense looked a little bit better, but at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts is a AJ Brown merchant, and he's not there. So I'm gonna go Bucks in this game. Upset.
I'm going Bucks as well. The Bucks have a great secondary, great defense overall, so I'm going Bucks.
Okay, next up, Pats, Niners. Niners lost last week to the
Niners lost to the Rams.
Niners lost to the Rams. Thank you. Niners lost to the Rams. We don't know what the Patriots are. When are we going to see the rookie really play a full game? I go Niners in this one. Jawan Jennings is been playing out of his mind.
Jordan Mason.
Yeah. So this is the first time we've really seen Brock and been like, okay, franchise quarterback. So I'm going Niners in this one.
I'm going Niners as well. I don't think that the Rams can pull off magic again.
So now we have Commanders, Cardinals.
Ooh, this turns into more of an interesting game.
I land on the side of the Commanders because I think Jaden Daniels is for real. So I'm going Commanders in this game.
Just because the Commanders' defense is so bad, I'm going to go Cardinals.
Plus, trust me, this is going to be a bloodbath. This is going to be a high-scoring game.
Oh, it's going to be it's going to be a high-scoring game. But I'm hoping that a lot of those touchdowns are to Marvin Harrison Jr. So I'm going to go Cardinals with that one.
Okay, Chiefs Chargers in division matchup, tough game. Jim Harbaugh is going to try and control the game, run the ball, be Jim Harbaugh. The Chiefs are just a better roster in my opinion. They don't have Isaiah Pacheco, but they do have Patrick Mahomes, and he's ruled the division. So I'm going Chiefs in this one. I think they're taking this seriously to try and get the three-peat, and it's really important to start the year strong because then you can just kind of coast. So I'm going to go Chiefs 4-0 here. You look like you're about to go Chargers in this game.
Why would you say that?
Here's the thing.
All right.
You predicted a slump and they haven't hit it.
Here's the thing. If they move Joe Walt to one of the guard positions and they have Joe Walt go up against Chris Jones every single play, then I say that this is a win for the Chargers.
Are they going to do that, though? No.
I think they are. Let's go Chargers there, brother.
Let's go Chargers. All right.
Let's go Chargers.
Browns, Raiders, bounce back game in my eyes for the Browns. I'm not in love with Deshaun Watson, but I think the Raiders are just shambles. I think the Raiders are just shambles right now. So I'm gonna go Browns.
I believe in the coach in there, or I believe in Damian Pierce. I know there's conversations about people making business decisions. I think they're going to get that settled out this week, and I'm going to go Raiders.
Okay. There it is. There is our conviction predictions. I am up 2-1 right now in the 3-week
I don't know
standing.
how you won that.
Zane won week 1, and then I have snuck out with 2 1-point wins in the last 2 weeks.